I'm a twin.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, true.
She had to rush home.
It's kind of creepy now.
The shift rocking the babies.
No, I think you should leave.
Oh, Wanda, don't be like that.
Yes, I know what you mean.
No.
Oh, shit. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Spartan,
And I'm Pudgy.
and we are reacting to episode 3 of WandaVision today. So last episode, what was probably of most significance was that we saw a couple of things in colour for the first time. The first one was the helicopter in the front yard, and then we saw that
Dottie bleeding.
Dottie, I don't remember
Yeah.
her name, bleeding in colour as well. And we had a bit of a radio message, which was interesting. That was calling Wanda, almost like an emergency distress call, which was interesting.
And we got some theories on that, but we spoke about them in
last
episode
video, yep.
2. So go check that out before you go ahead with this video.
And then we were left on that really big cliffhanger where the guy in the sort of, I don't know, what
Like
would you
the
call
beekeep-
it? Like a
beekeeping
quarantine
suit.
suit. Yeah, almost like a quarantine suit. But yeah, had come through the sewer, and then Wanda almost had like a panic attack. Like she almost realized that it meant something and said no, and then reset it and just blocked it out. Almost reset that memory or that occurrence, which is interesting, which really leads us to believe that this really is happening in her mind. I think it's a strong case for that.
And it might be that it's been happening for so long now because it kind of seemed like she knew what to do.
Maybe she's been actively fighting
Yeah.
or repressing something. And then at the end of the episode, which leads into this episode, everything turned into colour. As to why that happened, I don't really know. Like they kissed something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm one that was pregnant. So
Yeah.
they're going to have kids eventually. At the moment, we're both theorising that this is taking place somewhere in her mind based on most of the evidence that we've got. No doubt about it. It's been really weird. People have said that it takes time, but it does normalise and get more interesting. So it's been fun as
Yeah.
well. Like,
I mean, look at you're saying it like you haven't been enjoying it. We've been having fun with this. Like it's not what we usually expect, but we've kind of been enjoying it and wanting to like watch the next episode.
yeah, I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I wouldn't, if the whole series was like that,
Yeah.
wouldn't be watching it. Like, I wouldn't be excited about it because I know it's going to go somewhere. But it's been surprisingly, sort of got, the last episode got a bit catchy with the whole vibe it was going for. There's something fun about it as well. But I'm also looking
Yeah.
forward to it showing us more and, you know.
It is intriguing because they're giving us just enough to like be intrigued each episode in terms of the mystery side of things. So yeah.
Cool. Well, this episode is the first one we're going to watch in colour. It looks like they're slowly moving through different points in time, maybe.
Like different eras.
Yeah, but I guess we'll just watch and see if they give us any more clues as to what it is that's going on. Guys, if you enjoyed the reaction, remember to give us a like. Let us know in the comments down below if what you enjoyed the most about either our reaction, the episode itself, or if anything was important in this episode that we may have missed, keeping spoilers out of it for future episodes. If you want to stay up to date with our journey for both this series and any other series that we're covering, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you join us.
Okay, let's go. Episode 3.
Wow, Vision looks weird as.
She looks pretty there.
She looks good. So each episode's almost changing with the time period that it should be in the style of intro, the style of show, you know what I mean? It's like going with the television era.
Yeah, I actually like that. It makes it more like intriguing and things like that. But it's also like, what's going on in their life too. And you can see they're getting ready for a baby now.
I remember when those were the hype.
I
They were the
know.
coolest thing you could have in your backyard.
Definitely pregnant.
You would think so.
I mean, how did this happen?
You see, when a man and a woman,
Oh my god.
I knew they were going to go for that.
we let the little ladies keep tabs on their growing babies with fruit, makes it simple for them.
Making them dumb.
Listen, you can keep news of Wanda's, just between us, because we would like to keep the news just in the family.
Yeah, everyone's gonna know in about 2 seconds flat.
Yeah.
Think you might have taken the hedge trimming a little too far there, old chum.
So I have. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, he just keeps going.
I don't feel like it's looking on purpose though. I feel like that's a clue. It's a glitch
Like
in the
an
matrix.
inconsistency.
I can't wait to be a proud papaya.
That was so cheesy.
This whole show's been cheesy. Very cheesy.
Oh, it's such a strange sensation. It's kind of fluttery.
Tell me this baby's going to be born in one day.
Probably.
Look, darling.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, if that was the first kick, that puts you at about 6 months.
Shit.
Damn.
Billy?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking Tommy. Just a nice classic all-American name.
Tommy.
It'd be cool if she named it after her brother who died in the second Avengers.
Decide soon. I estimate the baby's due. Not a constant progression, seemingly long.
Probably by tonight.
It's gonna be here before you figure it out.
It's due Friday afternoon.
In 3 days?
I mean, we just gained 2 months in a morning. How is that 3
Yeah.
days?
Oh!
Darling?
Oh, contractions already.
Braxton Hicks contraction.
Yeah.
I'll give them credit. They're doing a good job at making the acting really cheesy. And it actually feels like it is from that era.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working. I can still feel it.
Sorry.
Oh! Oh, she's going into labor.
What's happening now?
Let's abandon the kitchen!
Stopped.
It's so extra. It's just so
I know.
extra.
What the hell is happening?
Phil, do these earrings make me look fat?
What?
Oh, thank God.
With all the close calls we've been having, it seems the people of Westview are always on the verge of discovering our secret.
But it's more than that, isn't it?
Here we go.
Mr. and Mrs. Hart, dinner. Outside with Herb. I think something's wrong here, Wanda. Yes, I know what you mean.
No.
Oh, shit. I'm not going to lie. I thought that he was going to turn that into a joke. And then when he followed through, I had a slight feeling that they would do that. But so she's actively, any potential loopholes in this
Breaking
fantasy,
this, yeah.
she's actively repressing it, but it's sort of occurring more and more frequently. Like something's breaking down now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So even Vision, which is probably not actually Vision because he's probably dead, it's probably a figment of her imagination. It's like her own different archetypes in her brain or different projections of her personality us trying to break through, and there's the core trauma that's sort of like holding it off.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
This will be interesting. Like, I wonder what it will take for her to really just accept reality. Like, that will be the big thing, I guess.
I feel like we're not going to find out till episode 9.
Do you reckon?
Probably. We're going to try and drag it out, I suppose.
I thought you said Friday afternoon.
I didn't consider that the timings between developmental benchmarks could be quite random.
So I think my theory is correct. We're born within a day. So random.
Apparently it was that simple to calm down a contraction like that.
This?
Yes, dear?
My water just broke.
Yeah, I thought that, but then
yeah.
I was like, it's raining. Like,
I thought it was
what?
going to mean that, but I'm like, really? They...
Escape to a world all your own, where your problems float away.
On your own. That is so random.
Oh, thank goodness.
Let me help you up, dear.
Oh,
There you go.
oh.
And the baby just pops out.
I mean, that's convenient.
Darling, do you think it's time to
Call
go-
the doctor.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, dear.
He's gonna be like, what the hell just happened? You were 4 months, 2 seconds ago.
Oh, yeah, same day. The guy's going to be so confused.
A time like this?
Well, in fairness, darling, the baby is approximately 9 months early.
But first, I gotta borrow a bucket.
A bucket.
Somehow, all the pipes in my ceiling broke.
Oh, well.
Huh.
Are you all right in there?
Yes, I am just looking.
Would you look at that? What? Fruit.
How can you not notice?
Well, my boss, Mr. Haddix, he was going crazy yesterday. Oh, look at me.
Even if she sees the duck, who cares?
But I think it's just very out of place, so then they'll suspect something, I'm assuming.
Yeah, true.
Oh? Yeah, those. So, it's 10 minutes before the big presentation. Nothing that is, except the worst case of hiccups.
So her abilities are playing up a little bit too.
Yeah.
One word, let alone a whole pitch. So I'm trying every trick in the book to help this poor man. I'm hiding behind filing cabinets and jumping out.
Well, she's really into her story because surely you would have.
That's my mum.
Yeah. Surely you would have noticed.
In walks the client.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, but you know me, Wanda. I keeps my cool no matter what's going down. So I look at the
Where she's really in her zone.
Fix's feet floating in the
Oh, because of the fish?
Oh my god. This episode's so random right now.
because I was hoping you wouldn't mind sharing with your good friend.
Oh.
Think it is?
Oh, a stork. Yes, I can explain.
It's so smart. It's just like standing there still in front of the painting.
It's coming.
Oh, there goes that.
Mr. Vision, well, is everything okay with the wife?
Yes, so long as we hurry.
But Stan, what about my brand new two-piece?
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna lay down right here. Okay. Vision ran to get the doctor. He'll be back soon.
No, there's not enough time.
There's so much going on. I'm just like, what the
I
hell?
know.
You know you're breathing, right? Wanda, I can hear you.
And this definitely seems to be the most dramatic pregnancy I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, it happened in like 10 minutes.
You're ready. Push, Wanda. Push!
Those faces. I've always wondered, how do they do those scenes? Like, is it a CGI baby? Because not going to get a real newborn baby, but they look realistic.
I have no idea.
I've always been curious. I'm like, how do they get the babies? Who's going to give up their baby for that?
That's not a newborn. That's older than a newborn.
No, but pretty young. I was
Yeah,
like,
it is
within
pretty
his
young.
first 6 months.
But when they record with babies, they literally work for like 15 minutes a day and that's it.
I wonder if they actually get like a newborn baby for the scene. That'd be...
I wonder.
And because then to get them to cry and stuff too, you'd have to strategically...
Well, sometimes they'll do like an overlay of like a baby crying rather than the baby actually crying because it would be quite unethical to make a baby cry. But a lot of the time they're just crying anyway, so...
Yeah, if they look at your face, they probably...
Wow!
Oh, he's perfect.
And he just came out like that, wrapped up, clean.
Yeah.
We went so fast, it was like we were flying.
And Leve, just came out that smooth and she delivered it and no problems.
Oh, the baby is so cute.
I mean, that's kind of nice. She's like, see your son, like look at your son as yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, Tom.
Oh.
Twins.
I was gonna say, her stomach was still huge. So I was like, why is it still big? That makes sense.
Holy moly.
I was wondering why her stomach still was big when it came out.
Two healthy baby boys on your hands.
Thank you, doctor.
All in a day's work.
This guy's not
Literally.
shocked at all.
Distance, young lady. I think you might have what it takes to be a nurse.
No qualifications. Just gives you the job.
Although the doctors just accepted all this.
Probably going to question it now.
Yes, my trip. I don't think we'll get away after all. Small towns, you know, so hard to escape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vision's seeing like abnormalities over time.
And even the choice of wording, like small town, so hard to escape.
Is Geraldine inside with Wanda?
Yes, why?
I'm a twin.
Me too.
Oh yeah, true.
I had a brother.
I forgot she was a twin.
His name was Pietro.
Oh, she's remembering.
I think she always knew,
But she didn't. Because when they had to recall their past, they seemed to remember nothing. Where they came from, how they got married.
True.
They remember nothing. So now all of a sudden she's starting to remember a bit more about her life.
Yeah, that's true. But I wonder what Geraldine is now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is her face like that?
And outside they're talking about her. So.
Yeah.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?
Interesting.
When she introduced herself, I had this small hunch because she was kind of like not wanting to fit in either. Like she was just there, like in front of Dottie. She was just kind of like, oh yeah, like bagging Dottie. It's like, oh, like this is weird and whatever.
I've got a
but
theory.
I didn't know that.
My theory is developing. Just I kept playing that Doctor's choice of words in my head because it was just too coincidental. And now with the reaction that we had just then, where she seems to almost be thinking independently of Wanda, I'm thinking, what if this town, what if there's an actual town that is encapsulated in Wanda's magic as a result of her trauma, and that's why he's like so hard to escape, that they're sort of stuck in a trance almost of what she wants everyone to feel and think. I don't know, it's a theory. Maybe it is just a coma or some sort. But just the choice of words from the Doctor that he can't escape this world, and then her almost breaking free and thinking about stuff. I'm like, all right. And they're saying she's new. Where did she come from? Maybe what's happening in the outer world is like she is controlling a town.
Like of real people? Is that what you mean?
Maybe there's a real people and the town's under some sort of mesmerization or something. I don't know. It's just a theory. It's just, the Doctor's thing kept ringing in my head, so I don't know. It's might be far-fetched, but...
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
No home.
What?
What did you say just now?
I said, Wanda, you're such a strong lady.
So she was putting on this act this whole time.
What did you say about Pietro?
Pietro?
Was she acting?
Yeah.
Because she seemed to almost be like shell-shocked when she thought of it, though.
The shift rocking the babies.
No, I think you should leave.
Oh, Wanda, don't be like that.
What do you mean she has no home?
She came here because
Was that the sign that the other guy had as well?
She came here because we're all...
She came here because we're all what? What are you trying to tell me?
What is that?
What?
That symbol.
She came here because we're all...
Stop it!
Spell it!
So they're self-aware, they know something.
Wanda.
Well, I better get going.
Damn, the suspense, man.
Up?
Catch you on the flip side, Vision.
Where's Geraldine?
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
It's just kind of creepy now. Oh, now it's a full screen. Alright. It's funny how they've played around with the scenes as well. So is this the real world now?
I would assume so.
So I might have been correct. It looks like she's got a surrounding a town or something. Oh shit.
What the hell?
Dude, that's actually pretty dark. It's a risky move, the way they've played the first 3 episodes, because you really had to wait it out. Now I'm saying, okay, well, this can be good. It's
but
very
I think
easy.
they've got a good reputation that they do have people that will wait it out. Do you know?
But it's very easy to judge that early and just episode 1 and 2, like, what is this? But like, wow, so that's been. It looks like there's a force field as well there.
Yeah.
She seems to have sort of, I don't know, taken control of enslaved her. But is she doing it willingly or is she doing it unwillingly? I don't know. But she looked very evil there. Like she's almost half realised what happened, but half staying in denial kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like her denial's kind of let up a bit now. Like in that last scene, it kind of looked like, okay, she knew what was happening now, how this world kind of works.
I don't know yet, but it seems like when everything's going well, she's able to accept it, because even she seemed sort of shocked when she was talking about her brother, a bit like it was like, oh wait, I've got a brother, because in the first episode, remember, they actually couldn't remember. So it's almost like she's starting to remember, come to terms with reality a little bit, and subtle signs are shocking her into it, but when it's too much exposure too quickly, she's like, stop, and she just kind of blocks it out. You know, kind of like that's how people deal with trauma. If you try and give them the very thing they're traumatized about too much in too short a time, they'll just block it out and not want to look at it, you know, and close their eyes, kind of thing. So it's like she's dealing with like
exposure
that.
therapy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why this force field, why this whole town. I don't know. Like I have no thoughts about it. Like I just can't imagine why.
Yeah. Well, the only thing again that I've known from the beginning of the series, which I've told you, which might have been a spoiler in terms of having no context, but I feel like that was let out as a known thing, is that I believe that this was her dealing with grief between Infinity War and Endgame. So, and her power has always been something that she struggled to control when she was in pain. So obviously this has manifested itself potentially into something that we've never seen before. And it's kind of cool that they've created it because we never really saw what happened to her till Endgame, and that was it. That's 5 years later and she's back, but we don't know what happened in between. So it's kind of cool to get the insight between that time period on how people dealt with that, because we didn't really get a lot of insight into that. We got a small bit at the beginning of Endgame, but now getting more personal about it, and in such an interesting way. I'm slowly going to really appreciate the previous episodes and the design of this series now, whereas at the beginning I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I was so confused.
Yeah, well, hopefully next episode we kind of delve into the whys of everything, and that will kind of really solidify the last 3 episodes, and you know, then we get that real appreciation. I mean, I've enjoyed them anyways, but just that artful appreciation of like what has come before.
And we can see even, you know, the title of next episode, We Interrupt This Program. I feel like that's indicating that it's going to really shake things up a bit more now.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
I'm excited. I'm excited for episode 4, really.
Series it's surprisingly growing on me. I wouldn't have thought I'd be too into it, but it's actually doing a really good job, really interesting storytelling, and it's definitely very different. We've had in a comment section before, in other series, people come and say Marvel storytelling is so generic and so basic. You know what? I'd really challenge that. Looking at this as an example, it's very different, and it's very unusual, and they've tried something that I don't think has really been done as far as I've seen in terms of their storytelling, and so far it seems to really be working for those who are patient enough to give it a chance.
Yeah.
And I'd argue that Marvel is reinventing it a little bit and is being creative. I mean, the storytelling is unique.
I can only talk for the Marvel series that we've seen, and I agree with that. But I think when it comes to the movies, I felt like they were still quite generic in terms of their storytelling. It was kind of like, okay, this is the introduction, this is the problem, and then we're going to work toward a solution, and then this is your solution.
I mean, some, yeah, but yeah, I gotta remember, we're digressing a bit now, but we're dealing with heroes, right?
Yeah.
In most cases, the heroes are gonna win. That's the point of it. That's what people like. They're not seeing the heroes lose. But Infinity War, you know, took that to a next scope where they do lose, and we feel that grief. But if they always lost, it wouldn't have been so meaningful. You know, like, you don't go to watch a hero movie to see your favorite heroes lose. So,
no, I get that. I get that for sure.
Yeah.
It was more like the depth and the emotion. An example is it in Endgame when we see Thor interact with his mother? You don't get that emotion from that scene. Like, you want to go to the depths, but they stay quite light and comical.
in fairness, I don't feel like most people are complaining about that. Most people actually like that. We think that was poorly done.
Yeah, I don't.
But I feel like that as a point, people and Marvel's lightheartedness, a lot of people seem to be okay with that, whereas we're more craving that more mature take on it. But yeah, we digress. This will be for another segment, maybe a Pudgy Spartan segment on everything wrong with every series. But alright, well, I think we're keen. That'll be good. We will have to pick up where we left off next episode and just get more clues and slowly put this mystery together. I'm becoming more and more intrigued as it unfolds.
Yeah. I think it's good because we've actually had to use our brains and really try and figure out what's going on. And we got to present each other like theories and things like that, which we definitely enjoy when we're watching series.
And it's fun being able to really pick on, have to look out for the little clues when you know you're waiting for what's the next reveal. So that's been fun.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, remember to give it a like and stay tuned for episode 4. It'll be coming to you guys soon. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.